Hi internet, Arc speaking. So originally, I was going to continue making more balancing mods because I found those quite interesting to do, until I saw these comments. How to balance the game. Make every vehicle inside drift. Some overarching changes I'd recommend would be making all bikes inside drift. I worked on a project like this a little while ago using the same program, but I didn't bother with outside drifting bikes and just turned them all into inside drifting bikes. Which, by the way, good stuff. I love to see you guys experimenting and trying new things. Gosh dang it, no. The fact that you guys were just making every outside drifting bike inside drifting made me so irrationally angry, I couldn't get myself to make another modding video. But I still need to upload YouTube videos, or else YouTube is not going to give me money. So instead, we'll be doing something equally as stupid that no one will find engaging or entertaining in the slightest, i.e. playing Mario Kart Wii with this bad boy. I want you all to meet my piano. This is my Yamaha MX-88 that has already had a sister board replacement and has more scuffs and dings and scratches than I could count. Not by me, of course, it was my brother. So how are we going to connect this piano up to Mario Kart Wii? I'm so glad you asked. My first idea was to get a MIDI keyboard remapper
to link it into a keybind that would map inside Dolphin's input as a keystroke. Now that would work for a PC game like Minecraft or Valorant, but Dolphin emulator uses a weird API-level base controller reading system. So even though you could use MIDI to keybind software for simple things like typing or macros, you can't use it for Dolphin. So I then went back to the drawing board and found a MIDI to joystick remapper and emulated joystick driver to map Dolphin with. And that worked.
So all I had to do now is remap my keystrokes to joystick inputs and remap those mappings over to Dolphin. Hey, wake up. Stop sleeping. This is important. Now, believe it or not, that's the easy part. Any idiot could remap notes on a piano to emulate a button press on the controller. The hard part now is to map it in such a way that you could play the game, but still play a song. But that shouldn't be a problem, right? Let me just pull up the tabs and sheet music for Rainbow Road. Oh yeah, I don't know how to read sheet music. Minor setback, but I'm Asian, and if the internet has taught us anything, playing piano is in our DNA. So in about 5 minutes, I figured out how to play Rainbow Road on the keyboard. So now all that's left is to figure out a map that allows us to play Rainbow Road while playing inside of the video game, Rainbow Road. Now this is not my first time using this piece of software. I've actually used it a few times already to do exactly this just for my streams. So all the configurations should be pretty much ready to go. The only difference now is I need to map it. So for example, currently octave 2 of C, which is this note, is currently mapped to the A button. However, this configuration won't work because Rainbow Road is in the key of D and then it transposes for a short while, which is going to be fun too. I think what is it? Is it F sharp? No, C sharp. So the song goes from D to D flat or C sharp and then back to D. So I need to configure it so number 1, all the notes line up with the proper key, and 2, I need to map it in such a way that when a certain part of a song kicks in, it plays particular notes that only trigger particular tones. Arc from the future. Yeah, A for effort, but unfortunately that's not how music works. Like I said, my original idea was to make a mapping that I could just play a song and Funky Kong will somehow magically take all the tones properly, assuming I play at the right tempo. However, hindsight 2020, I somehow forgot the simple fact that the same note cannot turn left and then all of a sudden not do anything. So trying to build a mapping would be literally impossible. So after beating my head against the brick for about 30 minutes, I realized that this was not going to work. Okay, change of plans. I don't think it's actually possible unless like with some crazy amount of like engineering. The problem is I don't want to computerize it. I want a human to be able to play this. But I think we're gonna need to make a few sacrifices. Let me show you what I mean. So here's what I'm going to change. I'm going to make it so every octave has one button that it's primarily promoting to do. So down here, I'm going to have it mapped. So D is, well, no, not down here, but I'm going to have this section mapped to the left. I'm going to have this octave mapped to the right and this octave mapped to nothing. That way, if I just want to go straight, I could play here. If I want to go left, I could play up here. If I want to go right, I could play down here. This method worked way better. Instead of being forced to turn because the song required it, it actually felt like you had a good sense of control, and the song was no more than a suggestion. However, that also cuts both ways. Because you are in control, you need to learn how to use your instrument really well, which is something... Oh frick, Why did it still turn? I struggled with. Please let this be the one. Nope, not the one. It's not the one. Holy! I didn't play the... Get me out of here. Get me out. Get me out of here. I know, toward the end, I kind of stopped playing the song. But at least Funky Kong was still moving. I did not fall off the map. I consider that a win. You know what? We're done. I played Rainbow Road while playing Rainbow Road, and I'm never doing this again. Okay, this was hard. I'm sure if I actually bothered practicing, I could play the full song out. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to get good at something like this. I feel like I'll go crazy before I get good. Oh man, we're done. We're done. We are so done. That's the one. That's the one. It's not pretty, but it does the job. Holy. We're done. Get me out of here.